Hi, my name is Carrie, and I don't know if anyone will ever see this video, but I felt prompted to make a quick video before I embark on an ayahuasca journey. I am not sure if I'm going to put this on YouTube, and if I do, they'll appreciate that I like everything to be really raw and honest and real. My suitcase. Oops. See, I don't even know how to work this thing. Um, I have been planning on doing ayahuasca for approximately 10 years. 2 days after the retreat, I have a very significant birthday. And I'm in a completely new stage in my life. I've had many people ask me about my journey, about why I'm deciding to take ayahuasca, why I chose the center I chose, why at this time in my life. And, a lot of people want to know about my experience afterwards. So I thought to myself, maybe I'm going to just throw on a video. I don't know if I'll ever get it to YouTube. I mean, I'm sure that if I do and I put this up there, I'm going to be like, oh my God, what was I thinking? I should have brushed my hair. But I'm not, because I really just want this to be a really authentic experience. So I'm in a real transition time in my life, and I'm not going to get into my story because the story doesn't matter. But um, I've been traveling around, and I've been in Costa Rica. Actually, tomorrow will have been 4 months that I've been away and on this journey. So I decided to make an impromptu trip to Peru and go to an ayahuasca retreat for my birthday. I am there from tomorrow, which will be July 23rd, 2025, until July 29th. And 2 days later, I am having a special birthday. So this is significant for me. And I just met somebody that I'm going to be doing the retreat. I'd seen her around the resort today. We're in a different town, and then we get picked up and be taken to the resort. No, not the resort, the retreat. And so we're staying at this hotel that they recommended. And so we're staying. And so I recognized one of the ladies from the Zoom call. And so I thought I would go up and introduce myself. And, because I think that there's significance with the people that you end up with at the retreat. And you have no idea why or who they are or what the is behind that. But I saw her sitting there alone in the restaurant. So I thought, you know what? I'm going to go up, I'm going to introduce myself, and I'm going to say hi. And so I did that, and which was awesome. Um, but I really just knew that it wasn't about me wanting to tell my story, because I don't want to tell a stranger my story, which is odd because I'm sitting here recording a video. But so I just let her talk. And I think that was the right thing to do. And I'm happy I did that. Honestly, I didn't want anything else out of the interaction except for, hi, we're going to experience a big week together. My name's Carrie. So I chose to do ayahuasca because she asked me that question, and I thought, well, I've been looking at doing it for over 10 years. I think for me, actually, my son had introduced it to me years ago. He was really into Joe Rogan. Joe Rogan's mentioned in my first YouTube video. So bizarre. But anyway, but yeah, honestly, that's where it kind of came from. And then I just started doing my own research, and I've looked at um, different places to go. And because I was in Costa Rica, there are places in Costa Rica that I could have gone, but I really wanted to go to where I believe it was kind of born out of. And I don't know. I honestly, it's like I don't. If this makes a YouTube video, I don't love the comments. Like, I don't know. Whatever your opinion is fantastic. But for me, this is just kind of where I felt drawn to go. Um, I don't know what's going to happen, and I don't know who I'm going to be. And I stopped actually consuming content about ayahuasca for quite a while now. I will tell you what I will share in this video is I will share with you some of the reactions I've gotten, which have been a little bit bizarre, and a lot of curiosity. So I'm making these videos because one, I want to maybe document my journey, but also I I wanted it I wanted for people to think and to, I don't know, I don't really know, but some of the response I have gotten has been shockingly negative, and I did not expect that. Um, you know, I've been, someone said to me that I'm allowing demons into me. That one was fun. Or entities into my soul. Um, Also interesting. The truth is I don't know what's going to happen. Um, and it's, one of the thing, and they're actually in the Zoom call, the lady who I actually just went and introduced myself to, she had a ton of questions during the Zoom call. And I could tell that some of the other people were like, oh, okay, and move on. But at the same time, she was asking questions that I think everybody was kind of thinking. But it's always good to have someone like that in the group. If you're someone like me who's never going to ask a question. Um, but I think that for me, I really just want to go in open. And I've been really doing that. Like I said, I've been in Costa Rica now for almost 4 months, and it's been a trip. If any of you have experienced Costa Rica, um, you might understand what that means. Wow, Mother Costa Rica will just take you. Uh, she's a fierce mother. She will she will get you and let you know what's happening in your world. That if I end up doing videos, we can talk about that another time. But the 2 weeks before coming to this retreat, I stayed at a beautiful Airbnb where I was completely isolated, and I would walk into town, and I did a lot of healing actually in the last 2 weeks, which sounds crazy, but I did, and that healing came from a place of a very cruel comment, actually. Um, so, like I said, I'm not going to get into my story here, but um, I had a week in early July. I was actually supposed to be in Peru, flying out June 27th, and today is June 22nd, and I just arrived here yesterday. So you can imagine that there was a whole lot that happened in those weeks, and there was, and it was a whirlwind of a lot of lessons in a very short amount of time. And the truth is I'm glad I didn't come here before. I took the time that I needed to do some healing before I got here. So why ayahuasca? And that's what I was just asked. I just came back from the restaurant, and I thought, you know what? Just make the video. Like, even if nobody ever sees it, just make it. Who knows? I've been playing with the idea of doing a YouTube video for YouTube channel for a while. I have been all around Costa Rica, and doing different light language activations everywhere I've gone. I've been speaking light language since I was 15 years old. Um, so I mean that's another story, which if astrologically, I guess at that time there was a lot going on. I mean, I'm not an astrologer. I think it's a fantastic. I think it's deep and intense. And the truth is I just don't know a lot about it. So I really don't want to speak to it. There are much more qualified people than me to speak about something like that. And but I did. I started speaking light language when I was 15 years old. Because I was part of the Christian church at the time, we called it speaking in tongues. But I've come now with my growth and evolution to realize that it's all the same thing. So sorry, everybody. um, But anyway, so I had thought about making these videos because I have been going around in the different places and in Costa Rica and doing different light language activations. My first real one, which I mean, if this becomes a channel, um, was I was in yes, I apologize up front. My Spanish, it's not there. So the my pronunciation will be butchered. I'm sorry. But I was in Samara, pick whichever version of those you want. And I had been staying there, and I was supposed to go back to where I was staying in more in the city. And the next day was the pink moon. And so I booked the Airbnb for another night, and I did my first activation in Costa Rica for the pink moon there. And I've been traveling around Costa Rica and feeling the different energies in the different places. And wow, there's some very serious energy going on there. And so I wanted to come to Peru to do to have almost like a rebirth. That's why I'm doing it. I'm doing it because it's my 50th on the 31st, and it has to do with Chiron. Again, please talk to an astrologer about that. But I've been doing some research on my own, and tomorrow's the new moon in Leo, and it's Leo season tomorrow. And obviously, I'm a Leo because July 31st is my birthday. And so there's a lot going on for me, in the cosmos, but there's also a lot going on with me here. And I'm rebirthing. And so to me, I am giving, Mother Ayahuasca my my permission to birth me into oh, whoa. I did not expect to be getting emotional. I'm giving the permission to be born into um well, I guess into the person that I came here to be. Because if you're watching this, uh then it also means that you are also meant to be here, especially right now. Anyway, I don't know how long this is. I did not expect to get emotional. I don't want this to be performative, and I kind of feel like I'm getting a bit performative, not with the crying, but with talking to an audience. I guess that's kind of what you do on videos like this. I really, honestly, I don't know. I just threw on a camera. But I'm going to go and do ayahuasca tomorrow, and I'm not scared. I'm excited. And I'm excited about the possibility and the opportunity and the potential of what this could mean for me in my life. They said go in with an intention, you know, that's the suggestion, to go in with an intention. And the truth is I don't really have an intention. My intention, I've written lots of things down. I think I'll be going into my fourth or fifth journal since I've been here. So I bought a new journal so that I can start writing in it for for when I'm at the retreat. So that's tomorrow, which is timely because I just am at the last couple of pages of my old journal. And maybe this is going to be a channel. Maybe this is going to be something that I'm doing, and maybe this is going to be my first video.